Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Now, I know I'm a little late on this one because I was out. I just got back in town from a business trip, so things went very, very well with that trip. But needless to say, while I was away, I did get the news or I received the news that Dillian Whyte is now going to fight Joseph Parker, and he'll be fighting him at July 28th at the O2 Arena in London. But the kicker of this fight is that it's going to be on Sky Sports Box Office, which is a United Kingdom pay-per-view. Okay. First things first, I actually liked the matchup. This is a very good matchup, and it's a very good fight for Dillian, particularly because it's a very good name on his resume. If he were to beat Parker, and if Parker were able to beat Dillian, it'd be a good bounce back fight after losing to Anthony Joshua in his unification bout for the heavyweight championship. But I saw a little snippet of the article on Boxing Scene, and the author, the columnist of Boxing Scene, called the Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker fight an historic heavyweight championship fight. Historic. I don't know. I don't know if I would call that fight an historic championship fight, but hey, it is what it is. But needless to say, hey, both, Joseph Parker has moved forward. He's going to resume his career. I thought he's going to take a longer layoff than what we expected, given the fact that he got a huge payday or after his fight with Anthony Joshua, I should say. So. That's what I have assumed. But I'm gonna grab a couple quotes here, and I'm gonna try to memorize this because I don't have the article in front of me. But I know Dillian Whyte quoted by saying this is a fight, great fight. Just on paraphrasing a bit with a little bit of verbatim. He said there's gonna be blood, there's gonna be pain, and it's gonna be a knockout. And Joseph Parker had responded by saying, to someone to this effect, that eat your words, Dillian. He didn't say exactly that. Again, this is only me paraphrasing. But then, of course, Eddie Hearn had commented by saying, you know what? I didn't, this fight's actually happening. I just can't believe it. You have two top guys, two top heavyweights who's willing to fight each other. Like I said, this is a very good fight. I actually like this fight. I'm very intrigued by the matchup, and definitely a good name for Dillian to have on his resume if he to beat Parker. And same goes for Joseph too. Now, the thing I'm wondering about is what's going on now that Dillian is pulled out of his elimination bouts with Kubrat Pulev and Luis Ortiz. From the looks of it, what does that leave him with? What does his standing leave with the WBC and the IBF? Now, I'm not saying that he'll lose his top 10 position. I think he'll still be ranked, but will he be ranked below? Will he be, moved down the rankings since he's taken his fight with Parker and he's decided to forego his mandated elimination bouts against those two fighters? So I don't know. I mean, this is, if anybody has any information about that, please let me know, because I would like to. I really would like to. I'm just curious about that. So, of course, Luis Ortiz manager Jay Jimenez had commented on the announcement of Dillian Whyte fighting Joseph Parker, and he felt that obviously, he said that Dillian Whyte wasn't going to fight my guy anyway. He knew that we were very dangerous and risky, so he's pretty much saying indirectly that Dillian Whyte ducked the fight with Luis Ortiz. I'll let you guys be the judge on that one. And Kubrat Pulev had a chance to comment on this too, and he's pissed. He is hot. And let me bring up the quotes of what he said here. Give me a second here. I'll bring up the quote, the article. He's very upset over that. He said that he actually was in London actually too. He commented on today's morning. Oh, actually no, he was not in London. I'm sorry. He said, quote, after Epic Sports won the purse bid for the IBF elimination bout, with a bid of $1.5 million, double what Whyte's own promoter, Eddie Hearn, had bid. I was expecting Whyte and his promoter to run away from the fight but I didn't expect them to be such jerks about it. Okay. They're extreme manipulators and they're plain schizophrenics. I can't believe what I'm hearing and what tricky way they chose to run away from the fight in Bulgaria. The whole time Hearn kept talking in circles about negotiations and how they were trying to bring me to the UK. All this while a date and a place was already announced for the fight on August 25th in Sofia. A formal contract was sent to Whyte, but they didn't sign it. This is not some clubhouse we're talking about, okay? This is a major fight with a global interest between two legitimate top 10 heavyweights that would decide the future of the heavyweight division. I don't know about that, but maybe. But the bottom line is that they lost a bid. They lost a purse bid. But instead of playing by the rules, Eddie Hearn and his fighter decided to pick up their marbles and go home with their tails between their legs. You know, Hearn and Whyte did everything they could to avoid fighting me. All right, I'm going to end that there. So now Kubrat Pulev is coming out saying that Dillian Whyte ducked the fight. I mean, like I said, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But yeah, I mean, just let that sink in the head. Let this marinate in your head for a second here. Because, yeah, he had 2 elimination bouts that he was ordered to fight. There was a purse bid that took place between him and his promoter and Kubrat Pulev's promoter, which is Ireland, and they both lost that purse bid dramatically, with Pulev actually still being the A side, given the fact that he was getting the higher purse because of his higher ranking. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll let you guys be the judge on that situation. Let me know what your thoughts about this fight being on pay-per-view in the UK. Would you buy it?